Hi, good evening, and thank you for tuning into this video. So in tonight's video, we're just going to continue to talk about the x and y intercept. So just a reminder from this afternoon, so the y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis, and the x-intercept is at the point where the line crosses the x-axis. I want you to go ahead and put a star by this note right here. Oops. So the graph of a linear equation has at most one x-intercept and one y-intercept, unless it is the equation x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Okay? But in general, except for these two equations right here, a graph of a linear equation has at most one x-intercept and one y-intercept. In fact, in some cases, as we saw earlier today, some graphs don't even have any x-intercepts, and they just have a y-intercept. So it's just something important to keep in mind. So what we're going to do is, you're going to learn how to find the x and y-intercepts when you're given the equation, and then you're going to graph the equation using the x and y-intercept. So let's look at this first example. We have 5x minus 2y is equal to 10. So earlier today, you found the x and y-intercepts when you're given the graph. Now we're going to do the opposite. I'm going to give you the equation, and you're going to find the x and y-intercepts that way. So put right here, x-intercept. Now remember, for the x-intercept on your ordered pair, your y-coordinate is going to be 0. So your x-intercept is going to be x, some number x, comma, 0. That's where it's going to cross the x-axis. So to figure out the x-intercept when you're given the equation, all you have to do is you plug 0 in for y, and then you solve for x. So I plug 0 in for y, I get 5x minus 2 times 0 is equal to 10. So again, because I know the x-intercept is going to cross the x-axis at some number x and the y value is 0, to find the x-intercept, I can just plug 0 in for y and then solve for x. So I have 5x minus 2 times 0 is equal to 10. 2 times 0 is just 0, so I'm just left with 5x is equal to 10. Now I just have to divide both sides by 5. And my x value is going to be 2. So my x-intercept is going to be 2, 0. Okay? Now, I'm gonna do my y-intercept stuff down here. So what this means is that when y is 0, x is going to equal 2. All right? Now I have to find my y-intercept. So to find your y-intercept, so remember, for your y-intercept, your x-coordinate is going to be 0, and then your y-coordinate is going to be some y value. So your y-intercept is going to be 0, y. All right? So same thing, only now you're going to put 0 in for x and then solve for y. So I go back to this equation. I'm going to plug in 0 for x. So it's going to be 5 times 0 minus 2y is equal to 10. 5 times 0 is 0. So I'm going to have negative 2y is equal to 10. Solve for y by dividing by negative 2. When I do that, I get y is equal to negative 5. So my y-intercept is going to be 0, negative 5. So 0, and my negative 5 is going to go right here. Now all I have to do is graph it. So I'm gonna draw my graph, and of course it's kind of sloppy. So I'm gonna first make in my points. This will be my y-axis, this will be my x-axis. So 0, negative 5. So 0, negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. is going to be right here. And then 2, 0 is going to be right here. So what I did was I found my x and y intercepts, and I graph it on here. Then all I have to do is connect my dots. And I'm sorry this is so sloppy. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to try just example 2 by yourself. Try, don't worry about example 3 and 4. We'll do those tomorrow in class. Why don't you go ahead and just do example 2, and then tomorrow in class we'll review it. God bless you and have a good day.